Hello. It's raining out. Kind of a quintessential late March rainy day here in New England. Uh, and I thought I'd make a quick car vid for you that I think is going to be very relevant and exciting for some of you, and boring and irrelevant for most of you. I want to talk a little bit today um, about just a few things I've noticed about how these ideas, specifically manifesting ideas, but also just self improvement, spirituality, feeling better about yourself, and having how you feel about yourself change your world. Those concepts, how I've noticed them being applied on YouTube. And I speak about this a lot. I'm not going to belabor the topic, but I'm going to talk about them probably a little bit because it is associated with something I'm planning on now doing, um, starting pretty much immediately. And that is, in all likelihood, posting on this platform, YouTube, less. But still, I'm still certainly going to be making car videos unless something dramatic changes, which I do not foresee happening anytime soon. But I've recently created a LinkedIn page. LinkedIn, which is like a social media platform that up until a few months ago I thought I would never in my life consider using. And I still might not end up using that much. But I want to let those of you who know my stuff, and like my sensibility, and recognize that what we're talking about on this channel is unusual and meant to pragmatically help you in your life. I want to let you know that I am going to start putting some stuff on LinkedIn. Right now, I just basically have a profile up there. I'm going to put a link below to my LinkedIn profile. And if you want to, you know, friend me or become, I don't even know what it's called. My God. I'm a true newbie at this. If you want to make a connection on LinkedIn and be connected with each other, I would love to do that. LinkedIn, from what I can see, based on just looking at it from afar, and I might be way off, but from what I can see, LinkedIn has very little discussion of these manifesting concepts, understandably so. And one reason I'm excited to go on LinkedIn is to discuss these subjects in a pragmatic, down-to-earth way, the way we often do on this channel, using non-spiritual language and having, civil, professional, cordial conversations with people about these various ideas. And I think LinkedIn could perhaps be a good place to do that. And I'm going to post, I've already written a few posts. I just haven't posted them yet. I'm going to post, still going to be Tim. I'm going to be posting some crazy crap on there. Stuff that the LinkedIn community perhaps has never seen. But it's not that they haven't seen it because of like the topic. It's more just like the presentation might be a little bit different. I want to talk about, especially professionally, which is, generally speaking, a lot of the clients that I work with are they have professional issues, professional problems, and their issues at work are associated with other issues they have in their life, whether they be personal issues or financial issues or whatever the issues, health issues, anxiety issues. I want to see what it's like to be on LinkedIn and discuss this stuff and have I'm hesitant to ever use the word community, but to have other people interested in discussing this stuff in a pragmatic, professional, practical way. And I think LinkedIn has the possibility of being a venue to do that. And I might be totally wrong, but I'm going to try it out. I would love for you to join me. Like I said, my LinkedIn profile is below. I'll link to some of my posts when I start posting them as well, I'm sure, in upcoming videos. But I say all this, and I'm sure 80% of people watching this video have already tuned it off. I say all this because what excites me about LinkedIn is exactly what YouTube and all these other worse social media platforms, Reddit, TikTok, Instagram, are not when it comes to applying these, various stress management, self-improvement, manifesting concepts into our life practically. Practically. I've been shocked since I got involved with the social media side of this, started with my podcast in the fall of 2021. So not even like 2.5 years ago, not even that long ago. I've been shocked in these 2.5 years at how unprofessional this manifesting space is. How incredibly unprofessional it is. And as somebody who writes about this stuff, but more, pertinently in this regard, as someone who works with people on this stuff and prides themselves in being professional and helpful above all else, I'm appalled with what I see on social media in regards to these concepts being discussed. And if if you know this channel, that none of this is a surprise. And I hope that a few of you will join me on LinkedIn to see if it's a little bit different over there and have some fun. But what I have seen is something that I do not think most people who are into these ideas, into Neville or Abraham Hicks or Dr. Joe or any of these other manifesting teachers, I don't think it's something that most people have any idea is going on at all. And my first recommendation is don't utilize social media to find out, especially about these manifesting ideas. But just like any of these ideas where they're like selling you quick fixes and they're giving you advice that doesn't really make that much sense and speaking in platitudes or just be like making it seem overly simplistic, don't listen to that shit. Go to the source. Read Neville, right? Actually, read or listen to Abraham Hicks if you're into them, or whoever, or read or check out some of the great teachers that we always talk about on this channel. Be discerning, right? That's so important. And that's what I've been so shocked about, is the lack of discernment on these platforms, YouTube, Reddit, etc. There's such little discernment or serious conversation when it comes to this stuff. And I don't consider myself this brilliant analyst of a lot of these ideas. I just consider myself someone who looks at them with interest and curiosity and is interested in exploring them and tries to present the ideas in a way that is helpful and professional and service oriented, right? And the point of this video is to tell you that's just not what most of YouTube is when it comes to these things. To cut to the chase, it's just bullshit. It's just generally bad advice. And again, it's not that I think I'm that great at all. I just think the advice is fucking awful on here. And there's relatively few people discussing these concepts in a semi-intelligent manner. And most people are not aware of this. They either intentionally have put a blanket over their eyes so they can't see this rather obvious truth, or they're just oblivious to it. Ever since I got into these manifesting concepts, got into Neville like 10 years ago, I was interested in applying it in my life, practically. And then when I started working with some people on these concepts, it's the same thing. How can we apply it into your life, practically? How can we be helpful? How can we make this stuff work better for us and help other people by making it work better for us? This is not that complicated in terms of like the general values we want to, spread in regards to this stuff. But it's, again, not the kind of genuine, obvious Adams type of approach that we see on places like here, usually. Most people just don't know what the hell they're talking about. So yeah, I'm probably going to be posting on here less. And just making really good videos when I post. But, to be honest, most of my videos are really good. Because they're very straightforward and truthful. And most people on YouTube have no interest in hearing that advice. So get ready for some even more hard-hitting stuff from Papa Bear Tim in the coming months on YouTube. And if you want something different that I think will be helpful and fun, and the potential to connect with other people who are genuine and serious about these type of ideas, and not look at these concepts in such a dogmatic way, but in a more open, pragmatic way, join me on LinkedIn by all means. I'd love to connect with you there as well. All right. As always, if you have questions, I can be reached at info@radicalcounselor.com. Until next time, enjoy.